Hello everyone. Today I will be telling you a story about when I hiked in the Mojave Desert and it almost killed me. Let me set the stage. Now, Babylon Arch Trailhead. This trail is in the Red Rocks National Conservation Area in St. George, Utah, which is in the northeasternmost part of the Mojave Desert. We thought the hike was not going to be too intense, so we decided to leave at 11 a.m. in the middle of July. Needless to say, the trail did not go well for us. And I am not here to dwell on the bad today, but I just want everyone to be aware that if you're doing this trail, it is not moderate, as All Trails says it is. Let me read you the All Trails description. Babylon Arch Trail is a 2.5 heavily trafficked out and back trail located near Leeds, Utah that features a river and is rated as moderate. False. The trail is primarily used for hiking and nature trips and is best used from October till April. True, we went in July, it was way too hot. One of our primary mistakes lies in the first sentence of this description. The words out and back. We originally determined that this trail was a loop based on maps we had seen. However, after reading further descriptions, it basically says after you get to the arch to turn around and go back the way you came. And we did not do that. Thus, we were on unmarked trails in the desert with very little water, and it was stressful. Another website reads, the trail dead ends at the Virgin River where hikers can travel along unmarked routes to enjoy the river environment. That's true, they're unmarked. A short way south of the arch, visitors can find this user trail that provides a more gradual slope to get back to the upper area en route to the start. Now, if you do not have some sort of Garmin InReach or All Trails Pro app, determining your location and finding a direction in the middle of this desert is hard. We all had our phones out. We were trying to look at rock formations, but it's over that rock and around this corner, and it's just a little hard to determine your location. As we were describing the trail, we said the trail was not very well marked and it's pretty easy to get lost on. What should have been a 1.5 hour hike took us 3 hours. And this is the desert, so bring plenty of water. Now a note on that. There were 8 of us and almost all of us had 2 liters of water on us, and by the end there was not a drop of water left. Now I think this trail would probably be really enjoyable in the recommended months from October to April when it's way cooler outside and you can fully prepare for like the trail. We considered it to be a casual trail based on some descriptions, and that is not the case. There are plenty of scrambles, lots of loose sand. Sand will fill your shoes, and we just underestimated it. Now let me read you a few recent All Trails reviews. May 27th. The trail was difficult to follow. May 24th. Amazing experience, but without the All Trails maps, I would have definitely gotten lost. May 5th. Beautiful. Poorly marked. April 10th. I liked it, but it was confusing to follow. Very sandy in parts. Google Maps took me to the trailhead directly, which you may need a 4-wheel drive to get to. You can park at the main lot for Sanditone Trail and walk down to it. I thought I would die on the sand hill in the blazing heat, I swear it. It was so confusing and was super sandy. Now, just to take a moment to make a point about this parking. Now, when you're driving into this trailhead, the maps is going to try to take you to the actual trailhead, which is like through loose sand, almost on a campsite. It's a primitive campsite area. So park at the original lot you pass that has like fences and stuff, and I think it's labeled for a different trail, but you can actually use that trail to connect to the Babylon Arch Trail. March 28th. Not well marked. Be prepared to have shoes full of sand. And the last I'll read. March 30th. Not well marked at all. Don't go down the way I did, on the left. There's narrow slot canyons and it's not even a trail. Very difficult, although there were families and elderly people down by the arch. Climbing up sand dunes sucks. So I think some people find this trail easy and it's like their typical thing that they do. And I think if you went to this trail on a regular basis, you would know everything to expect. So you would be totally fine. We did not. I want to end this video by making a few points. The views here are absolutely spectacular. There's amazing places to view, take pictures, look at, and I think if we went at an appropriate time of the day for the time of year that we went, it would have been more enjoyable. Now, we also should have brought more water, snacks, took more frequent breaks, all the basic stuff you're supposed to do, and also do a little more pre-trail research because we were a little undersold on this trail and I just wanted everyone to be prepared for what they're getting into. Now to the highlight of this area. So this trail is actually incredibly close to a primitive campground, as mentioned earlier. You can actually drive your car onto if you have 4-wheel drive. We did not, however, so we had to hike there, but we decided to return one night as we thought it would be the best views of the Milky Way. It was one of the most beautiful sights I have ever seen. We saw the International Space Station, we saw the Milky Way, all these planets. It was absolutely amazing. If you don't believe me, here's a picture that Mark took that you can actually purchase on his website linked below. Now, I was a little scared hiking in the desert in the middle of the night, but because we had been there earlier in the day, I was a little more comfortable with it, and it was just so beautiful to see that many stars in the sky. So all in all, I would recommend this trail if you are going at the appropriate times of the year with plenty of water and have a pre-plan, even though it is a short trail. I would also recommend a 4-wheel drive vehicle, as well as physical maps, as you may not have phone service out there. Anyway, that's all for this week's video. Next week will be that Promise Zion video. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss that, and I will see you there. Bye! Now, with all that being said, it is time to return home. We're back.